7 to shoot for George. 3 to shoot. Gets down, lets it fly for the lead. Hot damn! Clippers lead by 2. Loose ball foul that wasn't called. Wiggins turns the corner. Look at Tice. Here comes George on the attack, making it look easy. Timeout Thunder. No Jared Vanderbilt. Taurean Prince is out, as well as is Gabe Vincent. Great hang and finish by Paul George.
Russell Westbrook. Paul George with 29. And now 31, defended by Caldwell Pope.
He got it. 120-120. Michael Malone not taking a timeout here.
Good position that time from Desmond Bain. Here comes George. Pull up, jump shot. Got it. A 40-point night for Paul George. Clippers by 1 coming out of the timeout. 4:25 to play. George.
Oh, my goodness! A swiveling Skywalker. George with the flush.
Roddy guarding George. Leonard fakes, gets bumped, continues along. Back up top. Paul George winds up and hits a 3.
They have not said it's a suspension either.
Right. They count the basket. Yes, George counted and a foul. Jackson goes right at Zubac. Can't get it to fall. And Zubac the rebound. Quick outlet. George. Nice finish, Paul George. Jenkins is such a terrific coach. George goes in. Shot won't go. Zubac tip misses. Gets it again. Back out to George. And George connects on a 3. George off the bounce, goes inside. Good ball movement here. Leonard goes past Roddy. Got knocked down. George, corner 3. It's good. Westbrook the extra pass. Batum for 3. Zubac. George, step back, 3-pointer. Got it. Paul George again, his 4th 3-pointer. He's got 30.
That's tough. And then the contact came with the elbow.
George gets inside. Shot won't go. Yes, it does. Fan pulled his hand back. George on the drive. Gets inside. Kicks it out. Leonard up top court. Nice fake. Beautiful feet inside. George has 38, and it's an 8-point game. Bain. Alley-oop. Stolen by Leonard. Poor decision that time from Desmond Bain. Here comes George. Pull up. Jump shot. Got it. A 40-point night for Paul George. 7 to shoot for George. Back to Westbrook. Westbrook, crossover, lefty layup, shot won't go. Fight for the rebound. George has it. Back up. It's good. Paul George on the follow.
And so sad day, but so glad that he got to see the Nuggets and Mike Malone get that championship.
Basket good there from George. And David Adelman told us, here's Jordan on the cut, getting deep in the lane. And Zubac with good defense. Cleared by Leonard. Here's George in transition. And George gets the layup plus a foul on the rookie, Julian Strawman. His nucleus has been going into the regular season since he took over the head coaching job 4 years ago. As George connects, a lot of these young guys that Calvin Booth, and we're going to talk to Calvin a little bit later here at the table, a lot of the guys, as George hits and is fouled, that they brought in to try to contend for roster spots. So are you talking about when you won it the first time in 15, or is this after every championship you never really felt like you could enjoy?
I just agency was coming up, the draft, and I don't know what. Sorry, I don't know what to say, Dan. I'm sorry.
I think the fans want to live vicariously. I mean, you see the champagne showers in the locker room. They assume now you're bringing in Patrick Mahomes in the NFL. I mean, this is great stuff here.
No, I always used to laugh, Dave, because in the Warriors, Curry, we ran a certain system, right? And then he'd come out of the game, he'd try to keep running. It is, you just look at this clip, the size of this Clipper team when you're watching here from the seats that we graciously get. It's such a huge team.
Paul George, 6'8". George has a advantage there. Najee hangs and gets it to drop. Paul George with 23 points here in the first half.
Zubac. George Step back three-pointer. Got it. Paul George again, his fourth three-pointer. He's got 30.
That's tough.
Wow, that was a
Tip was no good. And they get the stop when it matters most.
You know, when you play playoff games, you play when they tell you to show up on TV. The playoff game.
You know what you don't do in the playoffs?
An 11-4 start. Clippers have hit 5 of 10 shots, and now the 5th turnover. Lob to Westbrook. And throws it down. Timeout, Portland.
16 from the field and not known as a defender. James Harden did a great job.
Paul George bangs in a 3.
Paul George has taken the game over.
And here he is at the other end.
Turns it over. Beverly and the Clippers have numbers if they push. To George, to the cup. Oh my! Look out below! Paul George with points 16 and 17.
After the free throw attempt, we saw the Clippers go in.
So grab a rebound, start the offense all early. Coach Vaughn said they're going to try to give PG a lot of different looks defensively. They were hoping that KD's length would also.
Your night, can you live with it? You know, most people can live with it when it's going well for them. Can you live with it when it's
Phenomenal job pushing Valanciunas out of his space, which allows Paul George to hit it with ability.
And a timeout comes away quickly from Memphis. The Clippers are out in front by 7.
He can shoot over guys. Plus, he'll grab a rebound, start the offense all early. Coach Vaughn said they're going to try to give PG a lot of different looks defensively. They were hoping that KD's
On cue, he knew that Jamie was talking about him, so he sets up this play, throws it up high above the rim, and Paul George goes up.
That one dances off, and Ibaka's there in perfect position to get it. Back to Paul, gallops into the lane, sneaks to the hole and scoops and scores on it.
Clippers 33-30. A high-scoring second frame. George lowers his shoulder, bump going up, count it, and a foul.
Release and the concentration. There's the bump. Continues. Concentrate. Knocks it down a chance for the.
Everyone fired up for that. They broke ground back in September. Lofty
From PG and a better finish from Zoo.
It was excellent at this little pick and roll, and then Pirtle, for some reason, gets caught trying to stay with Paul George right here, and Luke Kennard helps out just enough.
George pull up 3, buries it, and gets the Clippers within 1. There's a 1/10 of a second difference. Now there's not.
Their last 6 shots from the field, including 7 of 7 from the 3-point line. George for 3. Oh, he knocked it down. Paul George with a dozen.
Out to Paul George. George feeds one underneath. What a pass. That was a bullet. Out to Paul George. George feeds one underneath. What a pass. That was a bullet.
To the screen right here.
I just said he doesn't miss many.
Well, I'm not giving
On purpose. Speaking of not missing many, Paul George have a chance to close out here. Paul George has beat the buzzer a few times. Oh, he does it again! 88-74, Clippers heading in to the final frame.
at some point, and he does. The 3-ball quickly, got it, and one! My George!
Open, not this year.
12-point Blazer lead. Paul George trying to get it off. Does from 3. Yes, and a whistle.
Little with his second triple, 76-64. Give credit to the Blazers. Can Paul George make him pay? He does! Counted on a foul!
His season average came in averaging about 17 a game. Can George add to the record? He can. Another.
Well, we've seen Paul George beat the buzzer a couple of times here in this season. He gives to Leonard, fakes the 3. Hoisting it up at the horn, it's good!
Kawhi is doubled.
Swings it to George. Fields it low. Shoots it high. It's good again for George. Paul George with his third three of the half. He has 14.
Rondo. Just the little things that Rondo does, especially GA this time of year. Paul George putting another one down for the Clippers.
Batum with the rebound. Nicholas Batum in the middle. It goes off for George. Works on Davis, and a short shot is up and in. And picked up inside by Paul George. George with the three. That's good. Zubac gets the loose ball. And Paul George the other way. Driving right by Kuzma, takes it up and puts it in. Gone 9 of 18 combined from the floor. They've got 26 points combined. Off the bench, this is how they envision Harrell to play. And a minute to play as we go toward the final stretch of the third quarter. George, three. He's getting hot now.
Clippers have a chance to close out here. Paul George has beat the buzzer a few times. Oh, he does it again! 88-74. Clippers heading in to the final frame.
Let's go back to the hustle. On the offensive end, no one matches up. Duncan Robinson take all three of those. And then how many times have we seen Paul George either step in and take a charge on the back line or
Timberwolves, something that's been a problem for the Clippers of late. George, catch and shoot three. Book it.
Paul George with a dozen, and we're tied at 62.